I'll be teaching economics for you all. And I mean, till you might have learned the first chapter. I mean, sir started with the first chapter, development. So we'll do a recap on that. Then we will continue. I just wanted to know how much you have learned about development and how till where you have reached. I think he taught you about body mass index, right? Right? Did you learn that body mass index? Someone reply.
No, ma'am.
It is taught. What about UNDP?
And can I say that full form?
What is that?
At full form, UNTP.
It's not started, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. UNTP, I mean, 3 more points they are adding in that. That is not started. Okay. So just I wanted to know, the chapter is about development. Okay. So I just wanted to know, what do you mean by development? Anyone? I want you to be interactive and talk to me. Okay. Then only the class will go in a better manner. So I just wanted to know, what do you mean by development? Anyone?
Developing is developing a building that.
Developing a building. In simple term, what do you mean by development? What is the meaning of that? What do you mean by development? Anyone? A dictionary meaning, that's what I'm asking. What do you mean by development? Hmm? Anybody? Krishna? What do you mean by development? Jerlin. You're Jerlin? Is that your name? Pronounced like that or what?
Development.
Okay, Jerlin, right? Okay, what do you mean by development, Jerlin?
Development in our life, society.
Development in our mind, or it's just a meaning. If you see, that is progress. Okay, progress than, or we say over the present situation. What situation we have now, just a progress happened in our life. That is what you mean by development. Now if I ask you, what is development in your life, what will be the answer? What do you mean by development for you personally? What do you mean by,
Studies.
what is that?
Stud-
Rohan, is that you?
Studies.
Studies. Okay, better studies, getting better studies. That is what you mean by development. For one person, he told. What about others?
Job.
A job. Okay, after studying, after your studies, you get a good job. Anything else? At your age now, you're students of 10th standard. At this age, what do you feel, or when do you feel that you will be more developed? You all don't have any, what do you say, dreams or wishes, nothing?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't get you.
Yes, ma'am. I have dreams.
What is that? What is that dream or something you want to have, something you want to have for you? What is that? No, nothing.
Ma'am, doing jobs in
Doing
foreign
no,
country.
no. Why I'm telling, it's not that is after your studies, you're going for job or anything like that. You are after that is after studies. Now at this, your age is 15 or 16, whatever. That age, what do you mean by development for you? Answer, someone, somebody. I told that I will be asking so many questions, so I just need some answers in between. Yeah, tell.
Good marks for exam.
good marks for the exam. All are very, I mean, aiming only for good marks. Nothing else you want? Or you don't feel
Job,
very
a
happy
good
when you
job.
get something, huh?
A good job.
No, job at this age?
No.
I'm asking 15 years, 16 years of age. When you feel that you are more
Good dress.
developed. Huh?
And good dress. Good dress.
I didn't get you. Once
And
more.
good dress. Good dress.
What is that?
Good dress.
Means?
Big brand dresses.
A little more
Ma'am.
clear.
Ma'am is saying dress.
Okay, that is a development. Okay, you're going to wear a good dress. When you wear a good dress and come, you feel more developed. That's correct. Anything else?
Pass the exam.
Pass the exam. That is also not pass the exam, getting good marks. All these are development. Only this you want at the stage for development when you feel that you are more progressed.
Growth.
Grow,
Ma'am living alone.
living along,
To go to shop like
to go to
shop alone.
little more louder.
Ma'am go to shop with alone.
Go to shop. Okay, now what you are telling that you people are at home, so you are in need of going out. That is development. Okay, that's correct. Now I'll tell you. I think you are not coming to the point. Okay, in the sense we feel that when you get okay Apple phone, or at this age, if you are able to drive an electric car, electric scooter or anything, all these things are considered as development in your life now. Okay, or that's what I said. The simple meaning is what? Just a progress over the present situation. That's what you mean by development. Now we have learned that three notions of development, three different sides of development. Okay. Now, one person told that he wants to get good marks. One person told that he wants to go for good studies. Another person, he said that he wants to go out for shopping or with his parents, or like that he said. So here you can see your, what do you say, your needs or wishes are not same. Why you all have different terms for this? I mean, everyone is having different development points here?
Because they come from different background in society.
Okay, you are telling they come from different backgrounds, or we say that we are seeking things differently. Okay, what I seek, what I consider as a development, is may not be the same for the other person. So that is the first point related to related to development. Development is not same for everyone. Reason is what? We all seek things differently. That is the reason. Now, another point, what we have seen, sometimes this development can be conflicting also. Okay, this you might have learned. Conflicting development or conflicting points are coming. Between whom? One example is given in your textbook. Between whom this conflicting issues have come. One example, what they have given in your
Tribal
textbook.
people and government.
Huh?
Tribal people and government.
Tribal people. Is it conflicting or destructive? It is destructive. Okay. Why do we say conflicting? When my development or my wish is getting conflicted with the other person's development. Okay. One example is given in your textbook. What is that? Between brother, sister. Brother, sister. Okay. What is that example they have given? What example?
Much freedom as a brother.
Okay. Then sister feels that she should have much freedom like brother. And she feels one more thing, which is becoming a conflict. What is that?
He want her brother also to do the
Yes.
housework.
She wants her brother also to work at home like how she is working. So this is a conflict, you know, that brother doesn't want to work, but the sister wants him to work. So second point related to development is what, or second feature is what? Development can be conflicting. And the third one, like what you said, tribal people and the government. It's actually not the government directly destruction comes here. Government is allowing them to construct the dams. So that area, what happens, the tribal people will be displaced and they will be losing all the places there. But this electricity production will benefit the industries. At the same time, it will displace the tribal people. So it is a destruction for whom? Which category of people?
Tribal people.
Tribal people. It is beneficial for whom? Industrialists. It is mainly beneficial for industrialists. So here one group is getting benefited, another group is getting destructed. So here you can say the third point related to that is that development can be destructive also. So three features or 3 points, that is what different people can have different notions of development. It can be conflicting. At the same time, it can be sometimes destructive also. Now, for development, I mean, you all said that you want education, you want a job, or you want to buy things. For all these things, what do we need?
Money.
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 Money is very, very important, or we should have income. Now, is it that only income matters, or is it that we can be happy or developed always with the help of income?
No.
What do we need? Other things.
In peace,
A peace we need, yes.
happiness,
Happiness we need.
Relationships.
Relationship, good relationships, friendships we need.
Family good.
Huh?
Family should be good.
Your in between your voice is breaking. I'll tell you one more thing is that like how we are sitting now inside at home, right? Now we may feel that what is this? We are always sitting at home. We are not able to go out. We are not able to meet our friends, and we are like in a jail now. Okay, so that is important. Freedom is also very much important in our life. So that is also considered as a part of development. Without freedom, if we have so much of money or if you have everything with you, even then life will not be proper, or life will not be full, we can say. Okay, so that is one thing. Now, so we say that with money, we can buy all the material things, but we cannot buy the immaterial things. Immaterial things in the sense like what we said, freedom, peace, equal treatment, or respect, the equality in the society. All these things we cannot have, or all these things if we don't have, we can't say that we are developed here. That is another point related to development. Now, next one example they have given in your textbook related to that. You are getting a job in a very far away place. What all things you will consider to take up that job? You are not in your place, you are going to far away place. So what all things you will see before taking the job? Anyone? Income, of course, we will see whether it is good or not. Okay. Income, job security. Yeah, in chat box answer have come. Income, job security. Job security in the sense, what do you mean by job security? What do you mean by job security?
If he doesn't have job security, he can be fired at any time. So
Okay.
he will
There should be some security that he should have the job for a long time. It's at any time if you are going to be thrown out of the job, there is no security in the job. That is one thing. Okay. Any other point related to that? You are getting a very good salary. Okay.
Work time.
Yeah. What is that?
Work time.
Little more
What is that?
louder.
How many hours we have to work?
how many hours you have to work, whether any facilities are there for your family, whether your any facilities like HRA is given or any other provident fund, these kind of facilities are given or not, that will be checked. Now, another one thing, when before taking the job, even though if we get sometimes high salaries given, maybe 3-4 lakhs are given, and you are told to work in an area where your life is in danger, okay, will you prefer to work in that particular area?
No, ma'am.
No, usually we don't prefer to work because we don't know when we are going to die. In that kind of situation, we never want to work, even if we get a high salary. Okay, so these are some points related to development here. Now, next they are talking about national development. National development, when we say, okay, what do you mean by national development? In simple terms, what do you mean by development for a nation? Anyone?
And buildings and
Building. Buildings should be there. Building what? Many things. Infrastructure. Okay, to put it in one word, we can say infrastructure. A good infrastructure should be there. Anything else?
Public facilities.
I didn't get.
Public facilities.
Public facilities should be there. Then, or how can we say a country is developed or not? Or before that, one more thing point I wanted to tell you. We have many countries in the world. Okay, so we are comparing the countries with each other. So we always compare the countries on the basis of what?
Economic.
economic.
Economy. Economy in the sense on what basis? Economy,
Income,
what we will
national
take?
income.
Income we will take. Okay. Now in this, there are two types of income they are telling. One is national income, another one is per capita income. Now, what do you mean by national income? Simple terms, a total income of a country. What do you mean by that? Total income or
Income
national?
of the total population.
Okay, income of all the people or income of all the residents of a country, we can consider as national income. In simple terms, I am telling, okay, or income of all the residents, that is the total income of a country. Now, this can we take total income to compare the countries? Can we take?
Yes, ma'am.
That's one.
We can take. Okay, then think of our country, India. Think of any other country which is developed, like maybe America or any other country. Do you think any difference is there in this if you take the income of all the residents of the country?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference? See, you told we can take income, total income to compare the countries. But actually, we cannot take total income of the country. What is the reason for that?
Ma'am, because in some
Population will be different in countries.
Yeah, very good. Population will be different in different countries. Because India, or China, the number of people residing inside the country is very high, or the population is very high. Compared to other countries, maybe very less populated countries are there. So there is a chance that income, if you take income of India, may be more than a developed country because our population is very high. So we can't take total income. So they may ask a question, why can't we take total income as a indicator for development? What is the reason? So you have to write the answer that the population differs between each countries and the income then it differs. So it will be wrong to take the total income. Okay, then if total income is not there, next one, what are we going to take? That is per capita income. You might have studied what is per capita income.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. What is per capita income? Yeah.
Total income
by population.
Total income.
Average income of the people. Total.
Okay, average income of the people. Okay, how can we get that average income?
Ma'am,
And the
National
per
income by
capita.
population of
National income
Yes.
by population or total income by population. That is what you mean by per capita income. Okay, now per capita income is we say a per person's income, per capita income or per person's income in a country. What do? Total income we will take divided by the number of people or population, we get the per capita income. So we say that on an average basis, in India, the per person has this much amount of money. That is what we say. Okay. Now, next you have learned that World Bank is classifying the countries on the basis of one main point. What is that? Per capita income. Okay. Now, what are those classifications? They have given a classification in your textbook. What is that classification? One classification is given, right? What is that? This countries who is having this much income, they are called as this.
Yes,
Something
ma'am.
is, what is that?
Classifying country per capita income of US dollars 12,000 per annum.
12,000 is it? Okay, approximately per annum.
Is
And
high developed.
About
above
those countries
Sure.
who have a US dollar 12,056 in some, I think your textbook, what is the term they have given? I mean, what is the how much amount they have given to you?
$12,056.
56. Okay, so some textbook, I think it's old edition, that is 12,236 is given. That is wrong. Okay, so new edition 12,056, right? That is given, and per annum that much if you have in a country. Yeah. Somebody called me? No. Okay. So those countries who have US dollar 12,000 approximately above, we call them as which category which category we say so for those countries?
Rich countries.
Rich countries. Okay. Now some countries they have given that US dollar this much. If it is less than that, we call them as
Low
Income
income.
country.
low income countries. Okay. Now India belongs to where?
Low middle income country.
Low middle income in the sense, what is India's per capita income they have given?
$1,820 per annum.
1,820 per annum. And what about the poor income countries limit?
not the
$955
Not it.
per annum.
955. That means are we near to 955 or 12,000? Where are we?
Near to 955.
Near to 955. That means we are in the middle income group, but that too we are nearing to low middle income group. Okay, so sometimes they may ask you in the final exam, India belongs to which category? Okay, middle income group. Middle income group also we are not belonging to the upper category. We are belonging to the lower category here because we are nearing the low income group. That is why we say that low middle income group. Okay, now next you can see they have given average income. Average income is also having some problem. Okay, I told first total income we can't take because population differs. Second one, what I am telling is that average income also has some limitation, some problem. I'll just show you the 1 minute, okay? Where is that? Yeah, you can see the board, right? Yeah, where? Yeah, here. Here, if you see, first I told that first total income, we can't take it because population differs. Average income is the one through which we are comparing the countries. Average income, per capita income, both are same. Okay. Sometimes they may ask in the board, what do you mean by average income? It is the same as per capita income. Okay. Now, in this, you can see they have given on the board. In your textbook, it is given. You can just refer that also. In this, two countries they have given, country A and country B. Did you find out the average for that particular country? Both the countries? Did you find? Did you solve that? How to find out the per capita income of the country? Tell me.
Ma'am, that
We'll add the total, get the total.
Total.
Yeah, get the total, then divided by
population.
population. Here, how population is how much?
5.
Only 5. Okay, so find. Did you get the number? Answer for this? Find out. At least one person. Fast. First, total the income what is given, then divided by number is what? 5. Anyone got it? I think you can see the board, right? Textbook it is, you can see on the board, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here in one country, you can see that means country A. You can see somewhat same kind of income for everyone. I mean, one person is having 10,000, one person is having 10,200, one person is having 9,800, another one 10,500. Somewhat same to 10,000 you can see. Okay. Country B, if you see, 4 people, they are getting 500 and the 5th one is getting 48,000. Okay. So here, what difference you can see? What is the difference between country A and B? Anybody got the number now?
First one.
Huh? First one you got.
First,
How much?
42,450.
Is it the total?
No, ma'am.
Divided by 5, did you do? Try, just try. Anybody else got?
10,000. 10,000.
How much?
10,000.
10,000. Okay, 10,000 is for whom? A country A or country B?
Country A.
Country A. Country B who got?
10,000.
10,000. Okay, so here you can see what you are telling is correct. You can see both the numbers are same. Okay, but you can see some difference between country A and B. What difference you can find out from that? What difference you can see from this table? If you see any difference, or do you feel that it is correct? How come country A is having country A and B is having same per capita income?
Country B is having low income, that 500.
Country B is not having low income. Same per capita income is same. But what difference you can see? You see that below that they have given one picture is given.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
just see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, what is the speciality of that picture now?
Country with no rich and no.
No rich and poor. That is which country? Country A or B?
Then A.
Country A.
Country A, because somewhat you can see only 4 chairs, but 5 people are there. All are sitting in a comfortable manner. And that shows that's a picture which symbolically shows that somewhat everyone is having same kind of income. Nobody is very rich also, nobody is very poor also. But if you come to the other picture, you see 4 chairs are taken by one person. And you see in 2 chairs, 4 people are sitting. So this shows that in that country, which country is that in the above example?
B, B, B.
Country B. Okay, so in that you can see one person is having a lot and lots of money with him, or he is very rich, remaining all are poor. But the per capita income remains same. Yes or no? Why I told this example? I told that per capita income can be used for comparing the development, comparing the countries' development. Now, in this, what happens here? It has some limitation. What do you mean by limitation? It has some drawback. It also has some problem. We can't use only per capita income to compare the countries. Okay, now what is that problem, or what is that difficulty, or what is that limitation, or what is that drawback? That is the question. What is that drawback? They hide disparities. What do you mean by disparities? Anyone? Disparity. What do you mean by that? They hide disparities. Hide disparities means what?
Difference.
Differences. Disparity means differences. What differences here they are hiding?
Difference
Some
between
countries
poor
are
and rich.
poor and
Income
rich.
differences, inequality, income differences. That is what they are hiding here. Okay, so here you can see that they are hiding the disparities. So here we are giving a point that we can't use per capita income alone to compare the countries. Now, next page, if you take in your textbook, here they have given comparison of 3 states in our country. This is the same thing you have in your textbook, right? Haryana, Kerala, Bihar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Haryana's per capita income is given. Kerala's per capita income is given. Bihar per capita income is given. In this, who stands first?
Haryana.
Haryana. Okay. Then come Kerala, then comes Bihar. Okay. Now come to that table. Below one table they have given. In that, if you see, infant mortality rate is given, literacy rate is given, net attendance ratio is given. Infant mortality rate, in the sense, in simple terms, you understand that number of children, okay, that die before 1 year of age. Okay, as per 1,000 live children are born, or 1,000 children are born, in that, how many children die before they have
One.
given it? Yeah, 1 year, or before 1 year, or before you can say before the age of 1 year. Okay, so that proportion we call it as infant mortality rate. This they may ask you for 1 mark question in the final. Okay, so all these things you should learn. What do you mean by infant mortality rate? What do you mean by literacy rate? Net attendance ratio. Now, what do you mean by literacy rate? The people, those who are literate, age group also here they have given in the age 7 and above age group. Okay, so those,
Read and write.
yeah, those who know how to read and write, especially from the age 7 and above age group, those that we call it as literacy rate. Now, next one we can see net attendance ratio. Net attendance ratio in the sense how many people are attending the school especially from the stage they have given 14 and 15 years attending the school. So that percentage we are taking, that is what you mean by net attendance ratio. Okay, so 3 headings they have given here: infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and attendance ratio. In this, if you see Haryana's, how much it is, infant mortality rate?
30.
30. Kerala's you take
10.
10. Bihar
35.
35. Now, infant mortality rate, if it is high, is it good or bad?
Bad.
It is bad. It is bad. Infant mortality in the sense the number of infants are dying. Okay. Now here you see Haryana, Kerala, Bihar. Haryana's speciality is what? Their per capita income is how much? It's very high. Okay, 1,80,000, 174. That much they have. But you see their infant mortality rate, that is how much? 30. But Kerala's per capita income is less than that. But Kerala, if you see, infant mortality rate is very low. That means the number of the death of children in Kerala is very low, even though the per capita income is less than Haryana. Okay, why I am telling all these things? To state that per capita income alone is not enough for comparison. Okay, that is why I am telling all these things. Now, second one, literacy rate, if you see. If you have more money, you feel that your literacy rate should be more, right? Haryana has a lot of per capita income, but their literacy rate is less than Kerala. So you see here, we are, even though you have a lot of money, your literacy rate is less here. It should not be like that. So this is another point to justify that we have to take other points also than per capita income to consider or to compare the development. The same thing if you see net attendance ratio. 61% of students only are attending schools. At the same time, Kerala, if you see how much it is?
83.
83. But at the same time, Bihar, if you see how much it is?
40.
43. What do you mean by that 43%? What do you mean by that 43% here?
More than half of the students are not attending
Yes,
the
very good.
classes.
More than half of the students are not attending. I mean, more than half of the children are not going to school. That is what it shows. Okay, so just think they have given a point in your textbook. You think, imagine that if you're in Bihar, maybe you will be in a category where we are not going to school. So this is one point related to per capita income. It's not necessary that per capita income is very high, that state is having all the facilities with it, or that state is considered as the richest one in other terms. We have to take two more things. One is infant mortality, another one is literacy. Infant mortality comes under health. Literacy rate comes under education. So what they are expecting you to tell that we have to take, other than per capita income, education also we have to take, literacy, health also we have to, health status also we have to take. That is why you might have heard why Kerala is having less mortality rate. They have given a reason that because Kerala's education, at the same time health facilities, it's very high. Once they have asked a question in the board exam, this same question, why Kerala is having a low infant mortality rate. Reason is what? High education and health facilities. Okay, so these are the things related to this per capita income. Now remaining, I will be discussing tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, just